Hello, human beings, and welcome to Devil May Cry 4 Part 10.
Yes, part 10.
You're
This
wondering why I'm
and
sighing like this is because this is the in your mind second time I'm having to record this. We already recorded the finale,
yeah,
and we had to re-record this because of my screw up on my Audacity side.
yes, just for some people don't know, technology and Derek do not work. They do
Yeah,
not work
technology
together.
doesn't like me, and I don't understand it, so that doesn't help to get it to like me.
Yeah, so it's been a little bit of a struggle. 'Cause I think
Yeah,
now I was gonna say this was our third time, but
no,
no, I
this
think
is
this
the
is
only
only our
second
second
time.
time. Like,
There better not be a third
like
time. This is the third time.
yeah,
This is just gonna. We're just gonna skip this episode. I'm just gonna go straight to part 11.
yeah, and
Part 10 will just be the lost episode.
yeah, no, but I was gonna say like also this is the second time that somebody screwed up with at least with this game, like with us like recording and stuff.
I mean, this fucking Let's Play has just been nothing but screw ups for us.
Yeah, honestly.
For the first thing we recorded,
yes.
it makes sense, I guess, but still.
Yeah, but yeah. So we already know about this. This is the first time I actually die completely, like not without any gold orbs to revive me and stuff. And we also know that this whole run is a fucking boss
Yeah,
run.
it is a gauntlet for those of you who aren't who haven't played Devil May Cry 4.
Yeah, like this, like yeah. I said it before, and I was like, and I'm pretty sure in the first recording and also the last one, these last two missions with Nero aren't really the best when it comes to like representing Devil May Cry 4. But yeah,
So on the topic of DLC 4, like just get some, because I want to like elaborate more like on us, since it's basically gonna be like one of the last videos. Like just elaborating more on like what we think in total of like this game,
yeah,
because we are gonna be
like
reaching like towards the end here. Oh my god, that shit's bright.
yeah. I know that shit is
I don't know if I
very
mentioned.
bright.
I don't think I mentioned that the first time we did this.
I don't know if it was actually that bright the first time. It probably was, but like, damn.
I'm pretty sure it was also like
That's-
around that bright.
Well, I mean, it's also probably because you've been in the dark like this whole time playing fucking Final Fantasy Remake, like in your room with the lights out and everything.
No, my lights were always on when I was playing. My
Oh,
room's
okay.
dark as fuck. My room, if the door is closed, is pitch black. There is no source of light for my room.
Damn. Yeah.
Like
it's
the
some of
only
same
window
me.
for my room is blocked by a pretty big building. And by big building, I just mean my neighbor's apartment because it's like a 5-floor apartment, whereas mine is just a 2-floor family house. And I'm on the second floor, so it's literally blocked by the sun.
Yeah.
Any form of light is literally blocked.
Yeah. Yeah. No, mine's kind of the same thing except my door, since it leads out to the hallway. There's some like if the light is on from the hallway, there's gonna be some light from there, but that's pretty much it. It's barely like any. But
Okay, so see, now that you like, because this is after you explained to me the gimmick of this shit, I was like, I don't
Yeah.
understand what the fuck is going on here. I just see dice, and I just see this shit. I remember you mentioned this.
yeah, like the last mission before fighting the boss is you had to do dice.
Again.
You had to roll the dice. Yes, again.
And he doesn't get the idea to do a Dante and just say, fuck that.
Yeah.
See,
I'm pretty
well,
sure if Dante was playing or like Dante was in this situation, he would just be like, "Oh fuck this," and just jumps through all the levels.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But quick thing, 'cause I just see these guys. Do you fight Credo or Angelo again? In these sections?
no, you actually don't.
Yeah, because I just realized that. It's like, this is where you fight Credo, and he's nowhere to be seen.
Yeah. The one actual good fight, and you don't get to replay that.
Yeah. This kind of makes me think, like, it really makes me wonder why would they go ahead and like how you fight Angus, right?
Yeah.
I like why they make you go fight Angus again. Yeah, because he's
Yeah.
for real dead.
Yeah, like he was killed like with Dante, so like Kratos, like he at least like survived Nero's fight.
Yeah.
Like, he was injured,
Like
but
he's still dead. He still dies at the end of the day. So it's like
yeah, so like like so does Angus, and like what makes him different.
yeah.
He wasn't the better one.
I guess you can say that's another of just the developers like just feeling like they need to just stretch out the game a little bit because they don't have like they of it being rushed, so they just like do stuff together.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Like, they were like trying to figure out, okay, how can we like make this kind of an epic like conclusion? Oh, let's have the player fight all the bosses again, because they probably thought they were good bosses, and like.
But it's not a good like way.
Like,
yeah,
they
like
aren't.
to me, a boss rush is only a good like thing like if like a lot of the bosses like haven't been fought in the game already. Like a good example to me is like in Kingdom Hearts 3, they kind of do a boss rush, but it's like a bunch of bosses that you have not fought yet in the game.
Oh, okay.
And it makes it feel different because it doesn't feel like a boss rush. Because also not only is it like a bunch of bosses that you haven't fought yet in the game, it's also like a lot of story relevance that happens in between.
Okay.
So like,
yeah, like
it keeps it from being like, oh god, like dragging feeling.
Yeah.
Because it's like you don't know what to expect going into this. And it gives you like within each boss fight. I say boss rush. Within after each fight, it gives you like a section like to kind of buy some items, like restore all your health and everything, and then go back into the next fight. So like you're not like immediately going from one fight to the next. Kind of like how it is here. Like you get some orbs to like heal up and then recover.
Well, actually, like those two orbs on the sides that you see, like the white one that's on the corner and like the green one you saw in the cutscene, like those are the only orbs you can get. Like unless you, because I know some players still don't know the trick to the dice game, which is basically like you hit the dice right with the number that's up top, like that you want. Like I had to figure that out through a video, but yeah, most people actually still don't know to this day like how the dice game works. So like they would have to get lucky to land on the blue to get all those red orbs and the green orbs that comes with it to refill their health. Yeah, because those little green orbs that are in the corners sometimes, that's all you get. Unless you actually know how the dice game works.
By the way, it's something I wanted to mention because I just saw. Is there a lore reason for why you're fighting like all of these guys again? Like, does it explain why you're fighting all of them?
Like somewhat. Like all you know is that well, in Nero's case, like in Nero, like before just playing it firsthand, like blindly, so all you know is demons are running amok and someone. Like demons somehow got out.
No, I mean like for this boss rush.
Oh, for this boss rush? Not really, no.
Okay, so this is just like it's just happening. Like there's no reason. It's not explained why. It's just video game being video game.
Pretty much. Okay. Yeah. Like because technically, this could be like some lore, like as in and like Sanctus is trying to like slow Nero down, but like the thing is there's nothing that
because like stuff like this I don't honestly mind as long as it's just an explanation towards it. If you can if you tell me why it's happening, it's like okay, I don't mind it. Also, I just looking at that move, I'm like, okay, so it does basically like a explosion move, but it only hits you if you're on the ground.
Yeah. It's supposed to be like an AoE move, but no, like I would have given this a pass if there was an explanation on why like this is happening, but no, there is no explanation for it.
Yeah.
But
I get a video. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say like just a little fun fact because I did not mention this, but I remember like going through some of the lore. This guy Burial, he is actually the son of Mundus.
Okay then. That actually kind of caught me off guard. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like
I know who Mundus is.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, like, do you remember who Mundus is? Because I'm pretty sure, like, you know, knowing a little bit of Devil May Cry,
Yeah.
you should probably know who Mundus is. But yeah, this is actually supposed to be the son of Mundus.
That's interesting. And here he is getting bitched.
Yeah, like, pretty much.
You are not your father.
Yeah, exactly. He definitely isn't. But yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was surprised because I don't think I've actually ever paid attention or seen what Mundus looks like. Like, 'cause I can't think of what he looks like off the top of my head. I'm guessing he does not look like Mundus.
I no, he doesn't really look like him. But you mainly because you don't really see Mundus at all. Only in one. They only show him in one, and I don't think it's even his true, like, his physical form. I think it was just like just a form that he got just to be in the human world. So I think I believe he's a statue, or like just, you know, coming to life, or is.
So is he
I don't
like
remember that
a
much.
being that just exists like in hell?
Pretty much, yeah. No, he is like the. I remember the lore is that basically he was a regular demon until he came into until he worked his way up into the ranks to become like one of the most powerful demons, and decided to you know, defeat or attack the human world.
Does he
So
still like
he
exist there? Like, is he just forever there?
I am pretty sure, because in Devil May Cry 3, when, you know, Virgil goes into the
Yeah,
demon world,
and that's something I know. I know like 3 ends with like Virgil going and attacking Mundus, and that's kind of what leads to the events in 1.
Yeah, so I believe, I believe he's still technically alive and in hell,
Okay.
or in the demon world. I say hell, but technically in this game is the demon world.
I kind of think about it. I was like, that's interesting because, like, all right, but isn't like at the end of 5, like Dante and just Virgil are just chilling in hell right now, aren't they?
I'm pretty sure, actually. No. In the end of 5, they're kind of, Dante's still doing his business, and Virgil is kind of doing his own thing as well.
Oh, because I could have sworn like that end credit scene, like when they were fighting all the demons, like they were still there, but I don't remember seeing the scene. Then again, it's been a while since I watched Maximilian play 7. Not 7. Play DMC 5. So I don't.
Yeah, no. I'm trying to remember too, because like it's been a while since I played it, so like, because all I remember is from the ending is just, you know, obviously Nero getting his devil trigger and shit.
Yeah.
But like, I believe they just kind of went their separate ways, and I'm pretty sure.
Because I just remember the things I said. Because the last thing I remember about like seeing with Virgil and Dante is them just fighting the demons, and then Virgil's just like, "Don't you say it?" Dante's just going jackpot. And then
You kind of cut off there. What was Virgil and Dante were doing?
they were just fighting the demons, and then it ended with like Dante just saying jackpot, and that was it. That's all I really remember of them two and their interactions.
Yeah, no, I probably need to go back to playing 5 just to see like what happens. Cause yeah, I actually do not remember what happens at the end. The only like with Nero getting his devil trigger and defeating Virgil.
Yeah. I'd say that because that's like the end credit scenes. That's why.
Oh, okay.
That's a credit moment.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't remember what happens at the end credits, so like in between. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah, no, that's why I said that, because it's like that's probably why you don't know if it's a credit moment.
Yeah. But yeah, and I think this is where I died.
Yeah. Like yum yum yum, gum gum.
Oh no, I had a gold orb, so.
You do die here,
Not
though.
yet, but I do die here, but you know.
You do die to the
remember.
sound of not Kyurem. There's a Kyurem? Yeah, Kyurem screaming.
From Pokemon?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Forever, I'm just gonna hear Kyurem whenever like this song is playing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But yeah, I remember I die and this because that fucker keeps trying to eat me. I'm like,
Yeah, he
yo,
keeps
stop.
just
Like
numbing.
he did it twice right here. Like,
Bro, I hate that shit when a
back to
boss
back.
just does the same move twice. And like, alright, you're just being
Yeah.
a dick. You know you can do literally anything else.
Yeah, like no, I remember like this whole like boss gauntlet thing is supposed to be harder, but like, how is this even fair when you're just doing the same move
Yeah.
over and over again? Like, this is
Well,
not
the thing
being
I don't
hard,
even like
but-
things like that. I was like, boss, alright, it's the same boss. They're just harder for some reason. Like, why are they
Yeah.
harder? What makes them harder?
Yeah, I know. Like, I know this. I'm pretty sure they were just trying to challenge the player because you know there's the ending, but like. You know, this you gotta explain it.
Yeah,
You gotta at least
like
explain
another
it.
example of the like boss rush shit. It's like well, not so much boss rush. Like what bosses in Kingdom Hearts games, when you fight like the organization secret boss, like the data bosses fights. The way they explain it's like, oh, why are they doing these strong moves that they didn't do in the base story? It's like the explanation that the creator gives, like, oh, the data fights are supposed to be the organization members when they're going all out, like they're not holding back. Like this, the fights are supposed to be done at 100%.
Yeah.
So that's why it's like harder, because there's nothing holding them back. They're going all out. They're not trying to like hold themselves back in any way.
Yeah.
But like, all right, that makes
like-
sense. Why I'm
Yeah.
struggling a little bit more, and why they're doing moves they didn't do to me before.
Yeah.
Also doing this is one of those moments where it's like, all right, there's a lot of times I start doing now when I'm playing games. If I feel like I'm about to lose a fight, I just let the boss kill me. I was like, all right, this is
Yeah,
a throwaway fight.
Yeah, no, like I remember, like you saw me pause because I was just like, okay, is there anything I could do to get out of this?
Yeah.
Because this nigga is really just eating me, and like
Yeah.
I cannot do anything about it.
One thing I do like is like when I mentioned that it's almost the Final Fantasy, because at this moment Final Fantasy 7 came out, it's amazing, love it.
Yeah.
The 7 remake, they give an option if you're in the middle of a fight, you can basically, it gives you an option to like go back to like retry the fight, but you spawn right before the fight, like that specific battle. And it's for any battle, like a random battle with certain enemies. If you're just about to die, you go, all right, retry, and it'll just put you right before that fight with just those enemies.
Oh, that's actually pretty
Yeah,
good.
and I'm just like, that is such a quality of life thing.
Yeah, it really is, because like that, like you can, like, there's so many moments in games where I'm just like, okay, I know I'm just gonna lose. Just fucking kill me already.
Yeah.
Like I cannot retry right now, so like does not give me the option to. So just fucking kill me already.
My only problem with like, and this is only with boss fights, I see, is that there are a few fights where it's like the bosses have like just multiple phases, and
Yeah.
it's like, but sometimes there's like there's the phases are different fights. So like you'll be fighting a wave of enemies, and then the next phase is a boss fight. And it's
Oh,
like,
okay.
if you restart the fight, you're not gonna restart at that phase. You're gonna restart like to the very first before you even start any of the enemies. That's the only thing I hate. Like there's a fight where it's like you're playing with two of the characters, and you're just this wave of enemies come at you, and then you like after you beat the wave, like the boss and a wave comes out. And it's like I died during the fight. I decided to retry. So I was like, all right, I'm going to die. I'm doing bad this fight. I'm going to retry. But it sends me back to the previous way. So I had to fight all those enemies again, kill them. Even though I do it quicker now because I fought them already. So I know how to get rid of them easily. It's still just like, damn, I wish you just let me refight the boss at the checkpoint. Like, because, again, like bring up Kingdom Hearts a lot. Just like what's relevant at the moment that like we're playing. Kingdom Hearts 3 that does that is like if you die during a specific phase of the boss, it just puts you right on that phase. So like,
that's actually really good.
So it's like you don't have to do everything over again. It sends you right back to where you were. Like obviously it doesn't keep all the damage you did, but it keeps you on that phase. So like when you take the boss down to halfway point, that's the second phase. And it does this for me, so it doesn't do this for optional bosses. So like it makes you really have to try for the optional bosses, which is understandable, and I'm perfectly fine with it. But like main story bosses, like they can get pretty long. Once you get halfway through the fight, it puts you right there in that halfway point.
Yeah, no, that's really good, because Yeah, I wish a lot of games had that mechanic because there's so many times where I'm trying to figure out a boss, like how they're, like what's their pattern and stuff, and like it's always too late and I'm already like low on health, so I'm just like, oh fuck, okay, so I need just fucking kill me because next time, like this next try, I'm definitely getting you because, but like yeah.
That's why we're like optional like boss fights. I'm always like, if I know I'm gonna die, I'm just like, all right, end me, do it, just do it. And this is throwaway. I'm not gonna try. I clearly fucked up. I'm gonna try to see what I can do better in this fight.
Yeah. Which, by the way, like there's a prime example in this video because like if you notice the first time I fought this guy, like those girls, like demons, like a lot of times I got caught like being iced. In this fight, I don't get iced at all.
Yeah.
Because I remember I'm like, okay, let me make sure I have both of them in my sights, and then if one of them goes after me with that move, I know I could dodge it. And yeah, this whole time I do it. And also this whole time, like I still get eaten sometimes, but I actually have an escape like for all of them. Like,
so I just realized the thing that just came out his spine.
Yeah. And he's still fine.
Yeah. That thing is like, okay, he came out his spine, but the fact is he's fine.
Yeah, exactly. Like a lot of DMC games does that.
Yeah, I'm aware. It's like in fucking Final Fantasy 7. Cloud is literally slicing and dicing enemies with his big ass fucking sword, and it's like, oh, they're just unconscious. Like what?
Yeah.
You see the size of this thing, or even if you're gonna tell me it's not gonna cut, that's still a pretty big weapon that you're getting hit with.
Yeah, which kind of reminds me because I remember watching Death Battle, and I remember watching it was Berserk versus like Guts versus I think it's Nightmare from Soul Calibur.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I remember watching like their background for Guts, and I did not realize that he actually carries a big fucking sword as well.
Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't notice that.
Yeah, no, because Berserk I know is an anime that I should watch because it's one of those old ones that like people watch.
It's also one of those ones that's like people are like, oh, I have good taste in anime, but it's like, oh, let me guess, you watch Berserk.
Yeah.
It's like when people are like, oh, they like good anime, but it's like they watch JoJo. It's like, all right,
yeah.
You think you have great taste, you're just basic.
Yeah, basically. But like, yeah, no, and like I also did not realize how fucking dark that the anime is.
Yeah, Berserk. That's why people are like it. That's Berserk is those. You watch Dragon Ball? I got exquisite taste. I watch Berserk. It's so dark and shit. It's like, shut the fuck up, bitch.
Yeah, Berserk is basically old Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah.
If it was good. No, Berserk is Tokyo Ghoul if it was good.
Yeah.
Because, fuck, like, which, by the way, any Tokyo Ghoul fans, I am a Tokyo Ghoul fan as well, and that's why I'm sitting on it, because, fuck, like,
your anime is garbage. Doo-doo, caca.
Season 1 is not.
Your anime
Everything
is
else
doo-doo water. I know, I'm just aggravating fans at this point.
No, I know. But, like, that's what I'm trying to defend it. Like, Season 1 is good. Everything else, I would agree.
Doo-doo water.
Except Re season 1, because Re, I like season 1 of Re, but anyways.
Doo-doo water.
Yeah, like, but yeah, anyways, like, Berserk, I should watch Berserk, but like, the thing is, I feel like it gets too dark to the point where like, it's like one of those,
it's trying too hard.
No, not even that, but it's like the fact that I think I would enjoy the darkness, but the dark aspect of it. But, like,
I was about to say it's for the darkness. Hold on, I gotta.
Yeah, I know. Like, I realized when I said, I was like, oh shit, Kingdom Hearts, fuck. But,
that's a Sith mode right there, my dude.
Yeah.
I gotta be wary.
But what was it? Yeah, it's like the same reason why I don't want to watch 13 Reasons Why. Like, I feel like it'll be kind of too dark at moments. I'm like, okay, I need a break from this. This is actually hitting me in an emotional level, like. Cause like just the fact alone, like his Guts' backstory of like, oh, he was a kid who lost his parents, then grew up with bandits, and then his best friend killed all his friends, all his other friends, those bandits that, and also killed and raped his love interest as well. And I'm just like, yo, like, can you just chill for a second? Like, like can you just chill?
Yeah, that's one of those things I feel like you're doing too much. Like, again, you want to make something dark and gritty, but like you're doing too much there.
Yeah.
And that's just how my take on it. I'm sure it's a good show. It's like I'm sure every other show people tell me to watch is good.
Yeah. Like I know there's a bunch of shows that I want to watch.
I got other things I rather do. Like this week, like we've been liking your videos. Like someone, I doubt many people are gonna be noticing.
Yeah.
But it's like those who do, it's because fucking games are coming out 7. I was playing 7 nonstop. I'm pretty sure I've been sleep deprived because of Persona and 7 remake.
Yeah, like I know it's kind of bad to like make excuses, but here's the thing: we got Corona that you know.
I mean, you say that like Corona's kind of the excuse to go in.
Yeah, like we have Corona, and then we have, for me, we had the start of it all was Doom Eternal, at least for me.
Yeah.
Like, Doom Eternal for me, then Persona 5 Royale for both of us. Then for me was Resident Evil 3 remake, and then for Derek it was
7 remake.
It was 7 remake, and I'm like, and all those games came out pretty much back to back, and we're just like, damn, like at least we won't be bored during the quarantine. Cause yeah, like and I'm pretty sure, like, I don't know if you heard, but one of my dogs barked. I don't know why, but okay, so it probably didn't pick up.
Well, this one probably didn't pick up. Probably picked up on your on Audacity, but I don't think it's.
You would think, but like when I was editing the videos, I saw like all those times where you like when you said when you sneeze and you thought it was loud, like. Yeah, it was like I was right where it didn't get picked up that much, or it wasn't that loud.
Okay, that's good
like,
to know.
Yeah, so if it's not loud, if it's not like too loud, or we can't, or one of us didn't notice it, then you know we should be fine in the audio and the recording. But yeah, and so I'm pretty sure this boss, the dragon lady, she's probably the easiest out of the
yeah,
three.
she looks like she's the easiest. So. But speaking of like, because in relation to DMC with Resident Evil, so when we were talking, before we started recording, we were like having a lot of conversations about the 3 remake. Because Daniel was talking about like, you want to share your opinions? So I was just like kind of explain what he was talking about. He was going in more detail. How like, and it's kind of like a disappointing remake, and I've heard a lot of people kind of been sharing that mindset. But
yeah, like
so on the topic of remakes, my whole thing.
I could definitely see that, because yeah, like when they first came out, yeah, it was all in Raccoon City, and then when 4 came out, it was no longer in Raccoon City. So
I feel like if I were to explain like Resident Evil, it would be like in sagas, like the Raccoon City saga would be like 1, 2, and 3, and then kind of the more action, whatever you would call for like the more action-oriented parts of it, like the Umbrella saga, so whatever you want to call it, like. With 4, 5, and 6, like very more action-oriented games.
Which I think Capcom already knew that, because like if you try to look up like bundles, you'll see 1, 2, and 3 are always together, and 4, 5, and 6 are always together, but they're never.
And it
like,
makes sense
all of them,
that they're treated like that.
Yeah, and I definitely see
but
that.
I was mentioning this I was gonna originally talk about make a comment about Resident Evil 3 remake. I don't know Resident Evil. Resident Evil. Why am I saying Resident Evil? Well, because I'm going to be talking about Resident Evil, Final Fantasy 7 remake. But then I remember something about Resident Evil, and that apparently it's currently being rumored that they're going to be working on Resident Evil 4 remake. That is the one game I've been saying they should not remake.
Yeah, I've heard of those rumors as well. Like
now it's like really like the guy I watched, like what I told you, some call me Johnny for if you guys want to know what I'm talking about.
he's very much aware of rumors and shit, so he doesn't talk about stuff unless it's like really big. The fact that he mentioned like one of these rumors that like it's really getting big about them talking about and thinking about this. The fact that they're really considering it, I really hope they don't do it.
Yeah, no.
That's a game, to be honest. It's still, I looked at gameplay of Resident Evil 4. It clearly has aged, but it still holds up in a way.
Oh yeah, no, it does.
Like graphically, it still looks like a good game.
Yeah, no, like it is. Like luckily, it is in. Its graphics are in like in between that era of like going from like the polygons, just polygon stuff to actual like
models
kinda,
and like
like actual
people.
models, like yeah,
like,
and like that game, yeah, like you said, that game still holds up.
Yeah, it's that's a game I feel like if they were to remake, it'll honestly be inferior.
Honestly, because it is up there with Final Fantasy VII, like as in one of the best games ever made.
Yeah, and like that's
it's like,
and I'm not saying it can't be done right, but you really got to get the right team because the reason, like I will say without a doubt, like Final Fantasy VII as a remake is probably one of the best remakes ever.
Yeah.
Because they do not hold anything back. And there's a lot like to talk about like 7 without going too much into detail for some people who don't want spoilers because I know it's really fresh. Like they do things that you would not expect like to them to do. Like without going too much, like certain like how all the enemies look. Like a lot of people like, oh, they're gonna cut out certain enemies, they're gonna cut out certain scenes because it's too goofy, like or too, and we're in a PC environment now, like they won't do certain things, and then they do it anyway.
Yeah.
Or then they do, without spoiling too much, there's an enemy in Original 7 called the Hell House. Is that it's like a robot, it's a house demon thing.
Yeah.
Not demon, a monster. Literally, it's like a house, and then as you get to like low health, it starts like its head shows and like its arms show. It's literally like a monster inside of a house. And everybody was like, oh, they're not gonna put this in Resident Evil 7 remake because this is too goofy. This is too like what the hell. And then they put him in, and not only do they put him in, they make him a fucking boss. And he's like a crazy boss.
I mean, I also want to mention because
it's like
that house demon concept is because I'm kind of I think you already know I'm kind of a fan of the SCP like stuff. That is an SCP, like a living house thing.
Yeah.
So
I'm pretty sure that
like
kind of might have like that's a pretty popular concept though, like a monster house thing.
Yeah, and no, like, and I also want to mention, like, that's probably why it was still like kept because I'm pretty sure they were like, oh, that shit, like this SCP stuff was popular.
What they do, because here's the thing about Final Fantasy VII Remake is that the people making it, they were paying attention to everybody who talked about it. Okay. So they saw people saying, oh, they're not going to do this, they're not going to do that.
Yeah.
They saw that and they did those things because they know people thought they weren't going to do it.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons. And it's like, if you pay attention to your fans and you know what they want and know what their expectations are, it allows you to surpass those. Like, because I'll say this right now, for the first part of the 7 like games, the first part of Final Fantasy VII Remake is amazing, without a doubt. Like, I'll honestly say, as a game, this is going to go down as like one of the greatest games ever.
Damn.
Like, that's how good they did this remake.
Yeah, I know, and like,
and that's why I say, like, it can be done, but with how they did Resident Evil 3 remake, it tells me that they're not going to do it. If they were to do it, they're not going to do it the right way.
Yeah, I was gonna like make a joke because the fans literally no-balls fucking Square Enix.
Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They so many like, times they no-balled Square Enix, and Square Enix like, oh, I bet. Say less. Say I won't right now. They literally like Nero has his hands over the button to do the thing, and they're like, say I won't right now. Say I won't do it. And the fan base is like, you won't. And he's like, oh, press his button.
Yeah, but like they literally have to give like the Final Fantasy VII treatment.
Yeah, they are
of the remake.
Like, they have to go in the way they did with 2.
Yeah, because like,
and that's the thing. It's like, how do you make it unique? Like, what do you do with 4 that it makes it different because what makes 2 and 3 different is that they work around the Resident Evil 4 concept.
Yeah.
They're not.
And
They don't devalue the original Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3, and that's another thing why Resident Evil, like Final Fantasy 7, is such a great remake, is that it doesn't devalue the original game. You can still play original Final Fantasy 7 and still have reason to because it plays completely different, and there are things in that game that are different from this game.
yeah.
So it gives you reason to play it. If you were to remake 4, what would you do that makes people not want to go? That makes people want to go back to the original Resident Evil 4.
Yeah.
Because like, if you add more things, now it's like, all right, well, why would I play original 4? Because now I'm missing some context that is in the remake.
Yeah, and like the thing that was but I would argue that would probably be kind of helpful if they didn't remake 4 because that's the main problem of 3. They took out so much of like for R3 remake, they took out so much from the original.
Yeah, I
that,
heard
like,
they took out like the
it's literally
bullet crafting thing, right? The making like
no,
the different bullet ammos.
Yeah, they did that. Like, because I was also gonna mention they do have because Jill came with the machine to actually make the bullets. They actually did add that in, but you have to finish the game and it's innocent. Because yeah, so basically, just to give a little spoiler of Resident Evil 3 remake. Once you finish the game, you unlock the item shop or just the shop, and it's pretty much once you do like these little achievements, because they did it in RE2 remake as well, where they had like they had the records room or the records like menu, where pretty much it's challenges that you can do throughout the game, and they pretty much connect with the achievements, and you get points for it. And the shop, what they do in RE3 is the first thing you can get is another skin for Jill, which is her original model, which is the Stars uniform.
I also heard that they don't have like they're missing a lot of the original outfits for Jill. Like they only have like what 3, 4 outfits for Jill.
I don't even think so. Not even that. I think they only have just 2. Her new one, and then the Stars. I'm not sure. I'm not that sure. I think if you finish all the like challenges, you might get another skin. But I know in the PC version, you can get. There's obviously mods to put in her other skins.
Because I know like original Resident Evil 3, she had like 8 different skins.
I think so. It's been a while, but yeah, like so the item or the shop, like I keep calling it the item shop because you can get the compact compression thing. I forgot what it's called, but pretty much the item that we use to like create ammo in the original, you can get that in the shop. But yeah, that's the thing, you need to finish the game first. You can actually buy the lockpick and the bolt cutters, so you can get items early. Which I'm guessing that is just so then you could finish the game and get an S rank. But yeah, which I still haven't gotten an S rank yet, so I'm not sure if you get like the infinite ammo stuff or the infinite weapon stuff, because you can actually buy that in the shop as well.
I know you can get the infinite ammo.
Yeah, no. But some of those weapons are in the shop that I could probably, if I grinded like and just did like stuff, I could actually get like right now if I wanted to. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like some of the infinite ammo or infinite weapon, the infinite weapons are in the shop that I can get. But yeah, and like another big thing too that the fans also complain about is the fact that they pretty much took out like 2 complete areas. Like one of them, I'm pretty sure you heard, the clock tower. Like they took out.
I actually didn't hear about that.
Yeah, so in the original RE3, there was
Are you
a clock
done,
tower.
Nero?
Yeah, I know.
I forgot about that.
I kind of like this animation because Nero is going fucking all out.
Yeah, it's
for that
like
shit.
I'm just looking at it like, are you done?
Yeah, but
Continue. Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, no, it's fine. So yeah, one of the times you actually play as Carlos is in the clock tower where so in I'm pretty sure you've seen RE3, so
Yeah.
or if you haven't,
I seen like that the guy I was watching doing the review. He mentioned Carlos like a little bit, like
Yes.
you get like some gameplay moments with him, but he didn't really mention that
so-
about the clock tower.
Yeah, so because a lot of this is where like the hardcore fans kind of complain as well. So in original RE3, you get to play as Carlos when Jill obviously gets poisoned by Nemesis. But the thing is, yeah, it's not in the hospital that Carlos takes her. She actually rests in the clock tower, or in a clock tower, which you can actually see. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no, it's that clock tower when you fight Nemesis in his like dog form. Like when Nemesis climbs up the tower, you can in original RE3 you can go inside that tower, and yeah, Jill gets poisoned and she rests there, and then that's when you play as Carlos and start like trying to find a cure for it. You go inside, like you go away from the clock tower, and no, I'm being mistaken because it's not. I know you put in the clock tower. You can play as Jill first. You do some puzzles, and that's when you meet Nemesis. She gets poisoned. You play as Carlos, and I'm pretty sure you get out of the clock tower and go into the hospital. So like you actually have there's actually more areas that you can explore a bit in between, like the clock tower and the hospital. And yeah, like there's that whole area had puzzles and stuff that you could have done, but they completely took that out.
But speaking of Carlos, it's cool about to come up on the end. Does he show up in later Resident Evil games? Because I swear, like I never hear anything about him except in this game.
Nope.
Okay.
That's the only time you see Carlos.
I was like, I remember seeing like this character that like I've never seen in Resident Evil in like Resident Evil 6.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, is that Carlos? And then you say that no, that's his only game he shows up in. It's like, okay, so I still don't know who the fuck that guy is.
Jill, I'm pretty sure Jill does not show up in RE6.
Doesn't she?
Yeah, no, I don't think she doesn't. No, because you have Leon, you have a new character, Heineken.
That guy, that's the guy I was thinking of. Like, is that Carlos or is that just a guy?
No,
and then you just said it's like this dude.
Which we will talk about probably in Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Like we'll continue this episode, I think. But yeah. Or actually, probably in DMC 1,
yeah,
we should
say,
probably
like,
go watch.
We got DMC to do as well.
Yeah, so stay tuned for now, DMC 1 when that comes out. But yeah.
That should be everything, right?
Yeah. I mean, we could probably still talk about more when we record DMC 1.
Yep. But that's going to be all, everybody. We've been rambling on long enough. We'll see you on next time.